today we're going to head to the cheapest campsite I've ever stayed on. It's the Manifold Valley campsite in the Peak District. We'll check this campsite out and see how good or bad it really is, and then we'll go for a lovely walk along the Manifold Valley and check out Thor's cave. Thanks for joining the adventure, and let's start living the dream. So this isn't my first impression of the campsite, people, because I have been here before. I do like where I'm pitched. Got a nice view of the river just there. So when I turned up, I saw the gate was open and I just pulled straight into the field, and then I walked up the driveway to their house. Now, I think you are meant to just drive straight up to the house and speak to them. But when I spoke to her on the phone, she asked if I'd been here before, and she told me I'd be in this field. So I just parked up and then went and saw her. So it is a very basic campsite, and it is just this small field. Now there is another field over there which I stayed in before last time I stayed here, which is a lot bigger, and that's by the river as well, but that's closed at the minute because they're lambing. They've got some lambs in there. But I'm quite surprised that there's only one other camping unit here. That is a family. But yeah, I thought it would be a lot busier. There's a lot of people about here because we are in the middle of the valley. So this is a very popular touristy place. Yeah, but £7 per person for the night. So it's costing me £7 to stay here. This is basic campsite, so there is no electricity. And it's just one toilet and a sink and some bins. So yeah, let's go check them out anyway. See what they're like, people. Yeah, I thought they'd have the other field open, to be honest, this time of year. But then I thought it would be a lot busier. So yeah, it's just the one unit, which is for everybody. 2 sinks. 2 cubicles. Well, there's a couple of urinals, but they're closed off, but I assume it's because there's only this one unit. They are dirty, but this is basic and £7 a night. Now, these toilets are actually better than when I stayed here before. When I stayed here before, they were like a portaloos, and I came in here and it just stunk of poo. And you looked at the bottom of the bowl and you could see loads of poo. So, yeah. These aren't overly clean. Well, they're not that bad. There's just loads of dirty footprints on the floor. And someone might have blocked the toilet. I won't show you that. But, you know, they are better than what they were before. And it is £7 that's costing me to stay here. So, you know, kind of what do you expect really for £7? Small little sink here. And then a couple of bins. So yeah, just 2 small little bins. One is recycling and one is general waste. And there's a tap there. So yeah, it's not too bad really. So this is the other field that I stayed in before. Bit gutted this field isn't open, but if no other campers turn up, it won't be too bad. Yeah, nice big open field. And the river runs right along there. A lot of cars parked behind them trees because this area is really busy at the minute. It is a Saturday. The school kids are off for Easter. Yeah. Unfortunately for me, so it's a summer holiday, or, you know, spring holiday as well. Never mind. So a lot of the ground in the field is quite uneven. By the river there, that's all kind of flat, and that's where everyone will probably be. So I've kind of got in the corner. Although I am right by a bit where there's loads of families by the river, the other side of the river. But it is what it is, you know. They won't be there in the evenings, and I'm going to be out during the day anyway, so all good. £7 a night, right in the Manifold Valley. Yeah, I think it's pretty damn good, to be fair. Yeah, 3 more people turning up, unfortunately, but it is to be expected really, because this is a great location. Now, I don't know whether or not you'd get a motorhome or a caravan down these roads to get to this campsite, so that's something to consider. If you're in a motorhome and a caravan, the roads were very narrow, so whether or not they allow them, I don't know, but whether or not you could even get them here is something you'd want to research yourself, people. Right, well, we can't just sit around here all day, people. Oh no, let's get out there and explore the valley and go check out Thor's Cave. It's going to be very busy at Thor's Cave, I would imagine, because last time I went there it was very busy and it was winter time. But yeah, let's go check it out. Let's start living the dream. Yeah, this path is going to be really busy, unfortunately for me, but hey, never mind. The day is saved by £7 campsite. So that is by far the cheapest campsite I've ever stayed on. And when I stayed on it before, 3 years ago, it was £7. So they haven't put the price up in 3-4 years. But yeah, cheapest campsite around. Yep, way too many people on this trail for me. Never mind, eh? Finally I got some peace and quiet in this little bit here, but there's people coming towards me now, so it ain't gonna last. I'm trying to live the dream, people, I'm trying. Yeah, I'm going to walk to the other end of the valley first and then go up Thor's Cave on the way back, because there is loads of people up there and I just can't be asked to deal with them. Hopefully they'll be gone by the time I get back. We'll see. It's always going to be a busy place though. So yeah, some gorgeous countryside around here. Now, I don't know how much further the trail actually goes, to be fair, but I have walked a lot further on this way before. You go right over those hills and then you go through a lot of farmland, and you can come out at the bottom of Dovedale, and that's what I did. And then I walked up Dovedale, and that was an amazing walk. Dovedale is a fantastic walk. I ain't got it in me today. My legs are hurting too much. Time is getting on. I just can't do it. But yeah, I'm not like I used to be, fit and strong. Not that I ever was. But yeah, so I'm probably going to head back now, check out Thor's Cave, and carry on past the campsite and go to Ecton, which is where the trail starts. Most of the trail is actually very flat, easy going. Yeah, because it is an old train line, and there are a lot of people on push bikes and that. The last bits I've been doing have been quite quiet. The main busy bits are right near Thor's cave, and then right near the campsite. That's where all the people are. So Thor's cave is just behind me there. I'm just preparing myself for all the noise that I can hear. Yeah. So the limestone was actually formed from dead sea creatures around 300 million years ago. Yeah. I think there was evidence that people lived in this cave at some point as well, and I think it was also a burial cave. I think they found bodies. So yeah, I'll confirm that when I'm at home with the editor and the internet, but I'm pretty sure that's what I've heard. But yeah, let's go check it out then, people. Yeah, a bit busier than I would have liked, people, but never mind, eh? Let's carry on with the trail. Yeah. Bongo Ben is living the dream. Pow, pow. Yeah, look at that for a view. That gorgeous bongo over there. So that's the farm just behind me there. And then the field that I camped in before, the bigger field, is there. So yeah, I just passed the bongo and I'm now heading off in the opposite direction. I don't think this bit of the valley was quite as scenic, to be fair, but we'll check it out anyway and see what we think. Yeah, living the dream. Bit concerned about the kids on the campsite. Yeah, a couple of them seem to be little buggers, to be fair. So we'll see what happens. They're definitely very, very loud. I know they're having fun and all, but you know, I do get the impression that they might actually be little buggers and that their parents might not actually care and just let them do what they want, sort of thing. So we'll see. Yeah. Ecton old train station. Yep, I made it to the end. Now to turn back and walk all the way back to the campsite. Yep, there is a little visitor centre here and a toilet. Well, I am absolutely starving, people. Got some minced beef, broccoli, cauliflower, courgette and mushrooms. Gonna fry it all up. Looking forward to it. Yeah, so I did add some steak seasoning and a bit of cheese that I had kicking about. It's going to be good. Well, that went down a treat, people, and I'm going to wash it down with a stout. And I'm looking forward to this one. It is an AM Brewery Cherry Bakewell Stout, 4.9%. Yeah, it's going to be good. Well, I hope it is. Does smell a bit like cherries. I would like to thank a few subscribers who have bought me a beer recently. Thank you Jane and Ian, thank you Dave and Jill, thank you Deborah Brader, thank you Jason, thank you Tim Duke, thank you Mark Scarf, thank you Natalie Tyers, thank you Samantha Thomas Niche, and thank you Michael Johnson. I would like to thank everyone for watching my videos. Appreciate all of you. You're helping me out just by watching the videos. Cheers everyone. First thing I think I taste is coffee. It's alright. Yeah, it's no Murphy's or Guinness. It's okay. Bit of a strange aftertaste. Well, I can't watch any YouTube because I don't have any internet. And I'm quite surprised actually. I've been touring around the Peak District for the past 2 weeks. And every campsite I've been on, I've pretty much been able to watch YouTube on. So yeah, but not on this one, unfortunately. But luckily I did borrow a little DS from my sister's partner a few years ago. And it just sits in the van now. So yeah, that's for nights like tonight. Gonna play some Mario Kart. Why not? Yes, come on, I'm gonna take you, Mario. You swine. Oh, what? Yes, take that, Luigi. You butt end. Oh, get out of the way, princess. I'll settle for that. Morning everyone. Yeah, I slept quite well last night, to be fair. I mean, we are in the middle of nowhere, so there's not going to be any noise other than wildlife. Yeah, so there is no nearby bus stop, there is no nearby shop. A little bit of a cafe shop just over there, but that is it. Nearest place for anything like that that I know of will be Ecton, and that's over an hour's walk. So yeah, not much about, which for me is pretty good, to be fair. I'm happy with that. So this is the perfect campsite for a solo traveller like me who has his own facilities, because it's £7 a night and I don't need to use the facilities. So for someone like me, this is perfect. This is the cheapest campsite I've ever stayed on. It was the cheapest 3-4 years ago when I visited, and the price hasn't changed. It's the cheapest today. The facilities have actually improved as well, to be fair, but I don't use them anyway. So yeah, if you're a solo traveller like me with your own facilities, £7 a night, you ain't really going to get any cheaper, are you? So yeah, I like this site. I would return, and you are right in the middle of the Manifold Valley. Perfect location for the Manifold Valley. I mean, obviously, if you want a campsite that's going to be perfect level ground, hard standing, electric hookup, and all the comfort and luxuries with modern day campsites, then this isn't really for you. But I like campsites like this, you know, old fashioned. So there is no website, so you can't really look anything up online. There are people here with dogs, so I'm assuming dogs are welcome. I did ask what time I had to be out, and she said they're very flexible. Leave when you're ready sort of thing. They said they're very relaxed. So there is a little bit of a cave just behind me there. I'm just going to go and explore that before I head off. So yeah, let's go check it out, people. Let's start living the dream. So yeah, just behind me there's some little caves I want to check out before we leave. Campsite is just behind me there. I think I do have to walk around here past the little cafe bit, but yeah, let's go check it out, people, before the rain comes. So there is parking around here, and the spaces are filling up already. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Anyway, this is the little cafe. shop bit. It's not much, but it's better than nothing. So yeah, if you can't make it to Thor's cave, then there is this little cave right by the campsite. Yeah, it's quite nice. I don't know if that counts as a cave because there's no roof here. But yeah, it's decent anyway. Worth checking out. So this is the end of my Peak District adventure, people. I'm going to pack up now and head off. Let me know where you want me to go next. Like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Keep living the dream, everyone, and I'll see you soon.